in the middle of summer. I can't believe it's the last day of July, actually. And if you want something unique and fun to do in the evening, get your family and friends together and head to one of the many pizza farms in the area. Here with what you need to know before going to a pizza farm. And hell, what is a pizza farm? Local journalist and contributor to Eater Twin Cities. Please welcome, and she's the first one ever to be on our show. It's Cinnamon, everybody. Cinnamon Janzer. I told Cinnamon, I said, you are actually not the first Cinnamon I have met in the last 2 months. I met another woman named Cinnamon.
A little disappointed.
I can't believe it. Okay, let's start with at the very beginning, as Julie Andrews would say. What in the name of Oprah is a pizza farm?
Yeah. So it's obviously not a farm that grows pizza.
Yeah.
It's a farm where you can go and they will make pizza for you out of, the ingredients they grow on the farm and everything from their own wheat to make the crust to their own cheese to everything.
Cinnamon, is this I have never, when the producers were briefing me on the show, I'm like,
yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, what is a pizza farm? Is this a fairly new trend?
They're proliferating pretty quickly, but one of the first ones was A to Z in Wisconsin, and they started in the late 90s, but I know.
Really?
But like them.
Yeah.
And in the last couple of years, there's like over a dozen now.
This is their website right now. In Stockholm, right? Cinnamon?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It looks nice. So is it all different types of pizza? Do you get to pick? How does it work, basically?
Right. Yeah, so every pizza farm is different.
Yeah.
There are different days, different times. Some of them you can bring pets. Most of them you can't. Some of them want you to bring your own utensils and pack everything in and out. Some of them will provide things. Some have indoor space. Some it's all outdoor. They're all different. So the thing to do before you go is look up the one that you want to go to and read about it first.
Because you don't know. Can you maybe bring your own wine, or you can?
Yeah. So most of the ones, it's illegal in Wisconsin. So most of the ones in Wisconsin, a lot of them are along the border. So the ones in Wisconsin, most of them will sell them. You can't bring your own alcohol, but most of them in Minnesota you can. So you can bring your own beer or wine and hang out.
So I would imagine we're looking. There's some pictures back there. It looks fantastic. It looks like a nice little communal experience.
Yeah.
Did it come out of just necessity with some of these farms of like, hey, we have these ingredients. Why not do these events?
Yeah, I mean, I think, they all, start for different reasons, but it's a great way to bring people into the farm. Some of them will use them as, educational opportunities to talk about, alternative energy or, morel hunting and things like that. But it's a nice, injection of income into some of these places.
You cover food for a living. Do you like the experience? I mean, personally, you loved it?
I loved it.
Why? What was it about
it that? It's very Midwestern and Minnesota and amazing. And it's, the whole farm to table thing is really popular, as is eating local. And that's kind of the pinnacle of all of that. And it's not just eating, it's the experience of driving a couple hours from the cities and hanging out on a farm, because the wait can be long, especially if it's a beautiful night. And you just
the wait to get the actual pizza.
To get the pizza, yeah.
Because the one that you went to, so what was the process like for you? So you got there, and then do you pick out what you want, or how does it? I mean, how did it work for the one that you went to?
Yeah, so a friend and I went to A to Z, and there's a giant chalkboard of the options, and so we picked the one we want. Right when we got there, put our order in. We had about an hour wait, and so we got a glass of wine, walked around the farm, beautiful. There's animals and things around, and then we just hung out for about a half hour, chatted, and then our pizza was ready, and it was delicious.
And then you just sit, and then, wow. And I heard some of them show movies, some of them, Yeah,
it's all, some of them have live music, A to Z had a woman selling local pottery and things like that. So it's it's about the experience, and it's a really lovely one.
I had audience, have you ever heard of this? I had never, it's crazy.
Yeah.
How many do you think are around here?
The list I wrote for Eater has about 13 on them. So
seriously?
Over a dozen. Yeah.
Where have I been? There are 13 of these, and I didn't know anything about them. That's an awesome idea, though.
It is, yeah.
Don't you think, too? I think people are looking for, I don't want to get all woo-woo, but I think people are looking for more experiences like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because we're all on our phones, and we're watching Netflix, and we're all divided, and this kind of just all makes of life coming together to eat some pizza.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of groups around. There's kids running around. There's some woman had a birthday, and they had cupcakes, and it's really just really fun and communal and amazing.
I love it. Well, Cinnamon, please come back.
I would
please
love
come back. Cinnamon, everybody. To find more information about pizza farms, head to twincities.eater.